Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Higurashi Naku Akarani. Right, left. I swing the bat I'm holding in my right hand and use this trying to feel force to make a sudden stop and whirl around.
What?
The two of them look surprised. They look straight at they lose sight of me and their hands, reaching out for the other to grab me, but nothing but air. The man on the right, I should praise him for noticing, turns back and, as his eyes meet mine, he aghast to find me standing somewhere I shouldn't be. But it's too late for him. I don't even need to swing the bat. The central figure from my original spin is more than enough. It hits him lightly but powerful enough to make him lose his balance and fall to the ground. But he doesn't wince at the blow. He quickly gets back on his feet. Two of them immediately turn to face me and brace themselves for the attack. Now I'm certain they're not just taking a walk, but they're chasing a particular target. Me! This is easier than with Rena. Really it is. I had no idea how easy it would be for me to fight with a couple of villagers I didn't know. I smile wearily in my heart. What do you want from me? I'll hit you right between your eyes this time. Puffing is fine, but barking, there's a power and sleeping in me. The guys don't buy it. Unbelievably calm, they spread to either side of me. One's going for the bat, and the other's going to try to hold me down. 1 versus 2. I don't have a chance. Hot sweat suddenly oozes from my entire body. I just have to get the first attack. Like the first step and take one down. Aim for the man to the right. He won I attacked earlier, aiming to lift the bat from his hair in the air with all my strength. For another man, this will be a lethal damage no matter how he defends himself. If he defends with his arm, they'll break, and if he covers himself with his back, the strike will damage his internal organs. It looks like he understands that as well. He jumps forward into my attack zone and tries to punch my stomach. This isn't good. In this stance, I have no way to avoid it. The wolf flips upside down, and I can feel myself flying into the air, like my body is a leaf. Without a sound, I'm slammed against the ground, feels pebbles scratching my face hard. I don't feel any pain. But thing on before I start to stop feeling the pain in my chapped skin. And the bitter taste you get before vomiting starts to fill my mouth. I understand very quickly that I don't have time to enjoy that kind of pain right now. I quickly get on my feet, but the other guy is already right in front of me. I hate the fact that I calmly understood I have no chance to avoid that as well. One more time, punches my stomach with all he's got. Comes around to my back and locks my neck with his big arm. My throat is smashed by his brute strength. I can't even wonder if I'm going to get choked to death or fall unconscious. My sight dims and I hear a sight buzz in the back of my head. I can only fight to maintain consciousness. While I'm struggling like this, I'm pretty sure the other guy is staying in front of me. I can't open my eyes to see if I can feel it. There's less I can do. I can't get free of his arms to run away or counterattack. I'm so desperate I don't even know how to spell the word desperate. Or other words, in fact. Wait, what? I should mention that in the manga, he just gets his ass beat. He doesn't like attack them though. They just punch him in the gut and he's out. In the anime, he runs away, he makes a threat, third guy comes behind him and knocks him out. In this, he actually fights back. So I like how he's not just like, nee. His thing looks familiar. The smell of the pill and the futon is very familiar too. Am I in my room? Usually no one else but me is in this room, so I jump from my bed when I know someone's here. Pain runs through my entire body.
Are you okay? I think you should lie down for a while.
Why am I here with Rena? All the blood vessels and muscles in my body shrink. But her smile is the one I know very well. I know I can't lower my guard, but I can't help myself from wanting to believe that the Rena now is safe. Why am I...
You don't remember?
I don't remember anything after I lost consciousness. My body is numb.
I've become so numb.
I've been known to be so weak because I use all my power to its limit for that moment. I struggle to clear my consciousness at least, but there was like a fog in my head that doesn't go away easily.
I called the doctor too just in case. He's coming here soon. I recommend you stay lying down till he comes.
Injury isn't a big a deal to call a doctor home, but it's encouraging to have a doctor who has a fair judgment. Why am I here? I was at the damn construction site.
That's why I wanted to ask you, what happened? When I got there, you were lying down on the ground.
As if I don't remember anything. I was attacked by 2 men and... By speaking aloud, the memory right before I was unconscious finally comes back. As the memory brings back to fear, the fog in my head starts to disappear. I don't care about these 2 men. I can't believe Rena took care of me. I thought Rena was trying to kill me. If she was, it was her best chance to take my life when I was unconscious. But she didn't kill me, but instead she's taking care of me. How did you carry me all the way here? Wasn't I heavy? Looking at the small frame of her body, it's impossible for her to carry me not only to my house, but also upstairs. She has someone to help her?
Keiichi-kun, don't you remember anything?
Rena answered with a surprised look on her face.
I just let you use my shoulder for support. You know you could walk alone. You still don't remember?
I don't remember. Memory after I went unconscious is unclear. What happened to those two men?
What?
Did you see two men with me, or near me?
They weren't there.
She says sharply. When she says flatly, it's somewhat uncomfortable. I'm too weak now. I could comfort her if I was stronger. If I do now, this kind of Rena might become the scary Rena I don't know. Because I'm afraid that I avoid stepping further. Come to think about it, she might be telling the truth. If men were still there, even Rena couldn't have faced them. It only makes sense that she could take me home because they weren't there. Rena keeps smiling. The sparkles in her eyes look warm, even though I see a weird shadow on her face getting darker and darker. A slight sigh makes a chill run through my spine. While Rena is still Rena, I have to make a call. I have to call Ishi-san. When trying to get out of bed, Rena stops me. She said I should stay in bed as not to aggravate my injuries. I just want to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rena doesn't say anything else. Leaving her in the room, I go downstairs to go to the phone in the living room. While I'm at the entrance, a bell rings. Maybe the doctor Rena called. We're that patient welcomes the doctor himself, but it feels much comfortable to have him here for a while till Ishi-san gets here. Seconds later, I regret my poor decision and I open the door without any caution. Mion? Oh, you look fine. I heard you passed out, so I came to check on you. How did you know I passed out? Rena called me. Do I have another reason? I can understand Rena called the doctor, but why'd she call Mion too? Rena come down from upstairs. Rena, Keiichi looks fine. I worried for nothing.
You're right. I guess I worried for nothing too.
They both start laughing. They look like they're laughing innocently, but I still have the feeling that there's a dark shadow behind it. Wow, look at that shoebox. What happened? I've left the broken shoebox there since yesterday. I fell, and I accidentally hit it with the bat I was carrying. I like that habit to keep carrying something that doesn't fit you. I tell in my heart that that's none of their business.
Your parents will be shocked to see you with this when they come back. I'll clean that up for you later.
Okay, Keiichi, you're a sick person who needs to go to bed. Go back to your bed. I have to go back upstairs. I can't steal a moment from them to make a call to Ishi-san. They put me into bed. Mion's rummaging about my room curiously because it's the first time. Every time she touched something, Rena told her not to. I'm not comfortable with them going through my stuff, but the conversation is quite normal and peaceful. In the middle of such a normal conversation, Mion says something as if there's nothing unnatural about it. Rena, did you call the manager?
Yes, I did right after I called you. He said he'd be here right away.
Manager? I feel out of the awkward word. Rena made a phone call to bring a doctor here. She also called Mion. And she called a manager? Who's this manager? Could Rena talk about like it's nothing special? I feel only slightly odd. What are you two talking about? Who is this manager? Don't you know, Keiichi? When we say the manager, it means the manager.
You know, like a stage manager or manager of a construction site.
Not this again. God dang it. I'm not doing this laugh. My mind goes through all of the managers that have related to me. There's only one that applies. It's the manager of the construction site, Rena just mentioned. The very first victim of all, the manager of the damn construction site lynched and murdered. But strange, that manager's dead. They shouldn't be able to call him. I have no idea what you're talking about. What do I have to do with the manager? You say he'd be here. Do you mean here at my house? That's one obvious question after another. But I just laughed coolly. The girls are acting normal, but I'm getting very uncomfortable. I gradually started to feel that I'm very annoyed and impatient. I understand what Rena and Mion are talking about. Keiichi, you're in the baseball days, aren't you? The manager will be so happy to hear that. Again, who's the manager? The manager. This is funny. Let's LOL. Man, this is some funny shit. Answer me, who's the manager you are talking about? Rena and Mion look at each other and start laughing. The most annoying, unpleasant chorus of laughter I've ever heard. Can I speed this up? Seriously. I'm not laughing. The laughing in this game is so fake. I swear. The creepy gong laughter stops at once. I almost forgot. We should get done with it before the manager comes here. Keiichi, do you remember? Mio's face is smiling, but her laughter gone from her eyes. Oh God, what? Is it cake? Please be cake. Do I remember what?
Keiichi-kun, you really forgot? It's a punishment. Your punishment.
You really don't remember. The Ohagi homework. Your homework was to guess which Ohagurina made. And you forgot how to do it. I remember something like that. But just because the needle was one of them, I threw the rest of them away. That's why I haven't given them the answer to my homework yet. Just say E. Is this the punishment? Why now? Guys, what's so dang funny? You think Higurashi was just like, I shall put H-A-H-A-H-A. I am a good writer. A question must have appeared on my face. And their answer to my question is this dry laughter. I have no idea what the heck is going on. The whole day today, come to think of it, something's been off. Something's wrong, and I don't understand what it is. I was chased by Rena, attacked by the crazy men, forced to take punishment by Rena and Mion. Okay, I need to speed this up. Config, auto message speed, effect speed, text. I don't know what that is. Now keep it at this. Maybe let's make this a little slower. I don't know. What do they find so funny to laugh about? It doesn't take too long for me to recognize that I've already been drawn to a strange space. Who the heck are they? They look like Rena and Mion, but who really are they? No. Before I know it, Rena's standing behind me. Then a moment to think why. She gets a full Nelson on me. What are you doing?
Don't move. This is your punishment.
In addition to my lumbering body, Rena gets a perfect full Nelson on me and I can't move a bit. I try to resist seriously because of her strength. I can't move a bit at all. I start feeling rushed and realize that this is beyond just a joke. There's no way that the Rena I know so well has extraordinary strength. If she's a Rena, who is this girl squeezing my body so tight with her small, thin arms? Well, it's probably because you were really tired from all that running. That's why you're like, nee. Keiichi, no resisting. Club rule number. Oh, it doesn't matter what number, because you should not resist the punishment. Mion, no, the girl who looks like Mion talks to me as if she's Mion. I'm certain that she isn't Mion. Someone who isn't Mion is pretending to be her. Man, we have to finish it before the manager gets here. Mion looks for something in her pocket and takes out a strange looking thing. I understand what it is visually, but I don't understand the reason why Mion has it in her pocket. What's that? It's a small syringe. Oh, they're gonna give him heroin yet. They're gonna give him heroin. Keiichi, you must remain drug-free, like my health teacher said. Drug-free, way to be. When I was little, every time I heard a fever, I hate syringes, by the way. I had to go shot at one of those little clear syringes. Rena holds me tighter, and she starts laughing so loud that it doesn't sound like laughter anymore. These weird sounds of laughter aren't something that the Rena I know can make with her throat. Like the real sound of laughter of the person who pretends to be Rena. Mio's coming closer. She dangled the needle in front of my eyes several times. It's okay. It won't hurt a bit. Meh. What are you going to do with it? What do you think you're doing? Keiichi, what are you talking about? You know what this is for. No, I have no idea what's going on. You know it. Why are you pretending that you had no idea? Stop talking nonsense, making me confused. We'll have you meet the same fate as Tomitake-san. Aw, man, we're gonna die. What? Same fate as Tomitake-san? I don't get it. What does this syringe have to do with that?
Keiichi-kun, you're playing dumb. I know that you had a vague idea.
Puts her mouth close to my ear and laughs as if she knows everything. You know, explainable horror is in the tone of her voice. Am I playing dumb? Me? What? Same fate as Tomitake-san.
Everyone from fire was run down. A policeman who got close to him made sure his conscious nose something was strange. His throat was torn up.
By a knife?
No, by nails.
Nails? You know, like the nails on the fingers? He cut out his throat with his own nails? That's right. Hang on. Sorry, there was the itchy spot right where my headset was covering it, and it was annoying me. That's right, Tomitake-san killed himself by clawing out his own throat with his own nails. You don't die like that. If there's a way to do that.
We found a drug, but nothing was found.
That's right. The police couldn't find any trace of drugs in Tomitake-san's body. The police said they couldn't find any trace of drugs in Tomitake-san's body. They laugh weirdly, and it's so far from a voice of laughter. Of course they laugh. It's so stupid of me to think that there's no such drug that just because the police didn't find any. So the drug that made people die like that Tomitake-san exists? If I'll let Mio inject it, I'll find out for sure whether I like it or not. That means I'll follow the same path Tomitake-san did. I'll become psycho and claw my own throat. To death. This monstrosity and existence of such a drug is real. Mio possesses it. I'm about to get the shot. Now at this moment, I don't have to question that. What kind of jerk would think this about the reason why the... What kind of jerk would think about the reason why the ball came to him when he needs... Oh, okay. Just give in. Well, gee. Mio acts like it's nothing special, and it horrifies me. There's no stateliness like when a death punishment is performed. But because there's no hesitation, they act as if it's an unusual thing to do in everyday life. When Mio stretches her other arm towards me and grabs my collar, electric shock runs through the back of my head, and I feel like the world blacks out. Am I fainting? Or did someone hit the back of my head really hard? Lose my balance and feel dizzy. Is he dead? Did we get cake? Maybe they're gonna give us cake. They're like, yeah, okay, have some cake. I squawked down for a while. When my conscience returned, my room looked completely different. Now most of my head is gone, and slowly I feel the blood start running from my entire body again. How long have I been squatting down here? For a few minutes? Or a lot more than that? Look up at the clock. The hands haven't moved at all. If they stopped while I was closing my eyes. Really? Yeah, I feel the room isn't filled with insanity like it was earlier. But it's quiet and gray. Whatever was holding me down is gone. As if Mio who gave me the injection. Was all that just some kind of illusion? There's no sense of presence other than myself in this room. It's an extraordinary experience I've never had before. I was here for sure with Mio and Rena. I doubt my sanity for a moment, but at the same time feel some kind of relief too. Experiences was just an illusion after all. Neither Rena nor Mio would do such a terrible thing. Tears are foaming in my eyes. I can feel my emotions getting high. Why? It's not a question of why tears are foaming in my eyes. Why? Question about my sadness. Why do I feel so sad? I don't know. I don't know. This girl was kind of no matter how. This girl was kind of no matter how old I was or what sex I was. She's Mion. The girl Mion is lying down in an unnatural position near the window. She's covered by dusky blood from her head to her chest. The red thing flat on the wall must be from Mion. This girl was always smiling and kind to me from the first day I met her. She's Rena. Rena's lying between my feet, making a pool of blood on the floor just like Mion. I don't understand what happened. Did someone come here to help me? He knocked them out with his metal bat? Before I noticed the heaviness in my right hand. When did I grab it? It's Sanachi's metal bat. It's covered with dusky blood. There's no doubt that is the weapon that beat these two girls to death. I'm holding it, the obvious weapon. There's nobody other than myself in this house. What? Did I get an objective view? It's obvious that I did it. I did it? You're right. My bar Keiichi. I did it. I talked gently to myself. Hey Keiichi, you don't have to force yourself to remember everything and don't need to regret it either. If I didn't do it, they've done it to me. You know that, don't you? But the blood, so much! Rena and Mio don't move a bit. Not like their foreheads are cut open and the line of blood is coming out. There's some red blood splattered everywhere and it told me that they were hit more than a few times. Are they dead? Both of them? Even though the bottom of my heart is calm, the outside skin of my heart is panicking. Calm down, my bar Keiichi. Where does cool Keiichi go? See? Just like you always do. Arch your neck back and inhale deeply. See? Once. Twice. Inhale deeply. Be cool. Be cool. I repeat it many times in my head. The view finally starts getting its color back. The smell of the air comes back as well. along with it, I start remembering what happened in the empty time. Alright guys, I'm in the episode off here. I know you're like, why you do this? But we gotta leave the suspension up. Thank God for watching. Looks like Keiichi just murdered his 2 best friends. How ironic that he who said he would solve these crimes for a murderer became the murderer. Plot twist!